Hi guys, this video is about ArcoLinux Kernel Manager, or short AKM. It installs kernels: Linux kernel, Linux Zen, Linux LTS, Linux hardened, Linux RT and RTLTS. If you type archwiki kernel, you'll find probably a page. Those are the official kernels, but there is more. I can install it on anything Arch based, and what do I have here? ArcoNet, Arco Pro, Arco Plasma, and the actual ArcoLinux ISO from, yes, archlinux.org, right? So let's take that one as an example and update it as well. I'm not sure what I've installed in the past, so let's just have a look together. Chat WM is here, XFCE is here. This is my default setup for my ISO builder for the machines that I really want to work on, right? Then this is it, XFCE and chat WM, and I'm a happy guy. And we make our own decisions. Don't do what I do, right? Just choose. What do we have? If we update, yep, that exists already. We have access to our repos, 3 repos, and even multilib, which is Wine, Steam, and 32 bits apps. Can be accessed, can be installed. Some things will not exist. ISO is not there. It is really neofetch. Really this, right? Arch. I'm thinking I can make my life a little bit easier. We have packages specifically for pacman-s, specifically for Arco install. There is the config, dev, development, and git version. That's one of the things you can add to the list. Let's first get rid of this. Arco install system config and Arco install system config dev. So the dev version is there. Let's go to the default version that users have. If we update, let's see again. Sudo pacman-s, Arco install. There he is. That's a new package. Arco install pacman git. And if we install that one, he's gonna remove the pacman.conf that we had and use this particular, which end result is there is no lib, right? The library here, multilib, is gone. So 32 bits are out, and Steam and Wine are out, and then npacman is easily opened. And in here, these guys, that's what we have removed. And they're back, right? Simple as that. Multilib is there. So there is, in this particular application, also an add VirtualBox guest utils, which makes it easier for me to Control F, and voila. I have now a big screen. Control Alt T, I type var, all little applications, little scripts that do things and set the way things the way I like it. In this case, it's variety. It has a configuration, and I like it to be automatically. So when I press Alt N, variety will get me a new wallpaper sooner than later, right? So let's log out again. We do not have a nice SDM, but even that is easy to fix. And we're not talking about AKM now. I know, typically Eric, right? But I want to be on something nice. So if we log out again, we get a beautiful look. Voila. All right, AKM, Control A T, AKM, is it installed? No. Sudo pacman-s ArcoLinux Kernel Manager. There's the dev version. We're not going to use that one. The official one is this, AKM for short, or if you have a menu, you go into the menu. Let's kill Picum. Picum is no good on VirtualBox at the moment. Is getting a very long list of all the kernels, these 6 guys, and it has to make from that long list a window, right, of all of them. So that's AKM. All right. So what changed? First of all, credits again to the developer, which is Fennec, and we are just trying to maintain it, trying to improve it, so that well, the application still lives on. One of the things I've added here is ArcoLinux kernel manager for grub and system deboot. So if you happen to be on refind, it will just stop the application. This will not show, it will stay in the terminal and say refind is not supported and ends there. So some more information for users. It's gonna work on grub, it's gonna work on system deboot, not on refind. That's one thing. So this is unchanged. You just select what you want, you just click and it will install it, and you need to reboot, and there you go. This has changed as well. Community, I've added a line here. It was first these two lines, but then of course, how do I add chaotic AOR? You can do this via ATT. On ArcoLinux, it's ATT, but on ArcoLinux, sorry. But here we're on Arch, so nothing is available. That's interesting because then we can teach a lot. ArcoLinux tweak tool, not the development. Let's take the official one. At this point in time, they're all the same, but let's do it anyway. We have lots of stores. You can see this as Apple Store or Chrome Store, whatever you want to call it. So these guys have all packages, Chaotic, Endeavor OS, Repo OS. So these guys have a repo, and a repo is nothing more than a place where you can get stuff, a store. So the ArcoLinux tweak tool allows you to open up stores like this one, Chaotic's repo. So that's one way of getting access to what? Sudo, well, update works. So I'm gonna use update. And there we are. This thing needs to have something, right? Now, this probably is something not to do with us, but to do with the fact that that particular server, there are like 12 or something, a dozen servers, and that this one is not responding. So that's okay. Let's see if it works anyway. So this is the community. There's another thing to get the same chaotic repo, that's toggle. So basically it's a script. If you don't want to use the ATT, then this is the way to go. And if you update again, toggle means like a light switch, on and off. So now it's off. I do it again and it's back on, right? So what I always remember after installing the kernel, I always put the chaotic AOR off by default. I grab my stuff and remove chaotic AOR again from Pacman. It's on a device. You can do what you want. So we have here 0 information, but there's this button. That's now we're getting to other changes. Didn't change this one, did change that one. That's for later. Let's refresh first and see what comes up here. So now we have 16 available kernels. So it's not like just clicking. So investigate. What is this? Is this for my machine? Is this for my hardware? Which one was it again? There are guys in here for AMD, right? AMD. I don't have AMDs. So sudo pacman -sy and then Linux something. There are things in here. I guess we need to update still, right? Update first. Sudo pacman -s Linux something. Are they not here? They are not here. I do not see them. There's CacheOS, but that's from us, I guess. Harnett is there, RT, LTS, tools, it's all there. So let's do a sudo pacman -scc. Sure. Not a capital one. Okay. Doesn't show. Why is that? Why is it not showing the rest of the guys? There's more. Let's see. There was an error for Chaotic AOR. So Chaotic mirror list. Chaotic AOR, this one. Is that the problem? Huh. There he is. There is everything now. Not sure what the difference is. But yes, now we see everything. CacheOS, CacheOS LTS, the clear. And we go to LQX. Do we have LQX? Let's have a look. So this is the list of all the kernels that we have from LQX, yes, from Chaotic AOR. And if you're not sure, well, what I would like to do is a SI maybe, right? Or QI. And which one was it? VP, what's this one? This is okay. This is not AMD, but there was an AMD guy, which I tried, and of course doesn't work. Was it Senver? I don't know. One of those. Yep, this is AMD. So that didn't work on my Intel. Duh, I would say, but tested anyway. To be able to say duh. That's how we learn. So yeah, you have here all the possibilities to say, fine, we'll get the xanmod edge thing. So Chaotic AOR, it's available, it finds it. And that's the thing, right? Be sure that it is running indeed, that you have it available. Pacman knows where it is, keys and mirror. And then off you go. Test it out, see if you like it, keep it, remove it again. Up to you. And while that's done, I still have to tell you one thing. All right, okay, close. The other thing I've changed was the settings. There was a top here. At the top there was something about grub and changing grub to systemd, which was never finished. So I've hidden that because frankly it's kind of dangerous switching from grub to systemd and systemd to grub. And yeah, we already have scripts like that. And well, right, to grub, it is really, I asked twice, guys, do you really want to have it on ArcoLinux? We have it to grub, to systemd, I think we call it there. Well, we can actually go quickly out of here, go back to ArcoLinux. So to grub, and it will say no warranty, the software is provided as is. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And even then, are you really sure the script may break your system, resulting in an unbootable system? Are you really sure, right? And the same thing we do for to refined. And the same thing we do to system to boot, probably, yeah, to boot, and we get the same text, and we try to make it work, but it is risky, it is tricky. We have no clue what happens on your machine, what you set up. So that's changed, and we removed this bit here, update. This has been changed but not changed, I think, but as an update. So cache refresh completed, close, and that's basically it, what we've done to the application. So my advice is get a kernel in, test it, right, and you will see that the pop-up, the text that you see is different. That is per definition different. Every kernel has their own way of booting up with extra parameters. So yeah, here we are on the version 3 xanmod edge, and it's up to you to test and to see if you like it. And don't forget, last tip, get rid of chaotic AOR again. So in my case, I would just do a toggle AKM chaotic repo and update again, and there we are, back to default repos from ArcoLinux and default repos from Arch. Done. And grab whatever you want on chaotic AOR, but then close it up again. All right, that's it for me. Enjoy AKM. AKM, a tool to install the kernel managers. Is it necessary? No, it's just one of these GUIs, right, where you can just click, point and click, and then get out of there again. So I could remove this one as a last way of testing. PyChem is again very strange. So killing PyChem with Ctrl-Alt-O. Quit. Last test. I should have just the one. It's small, right? That's it. Maybe you should have a look at XFCE. Wow. So bright. Nothing is set here because I never go here. But yeah, same thing. Make sure a variety and all that. All the links. Choose your wallpaper. It's still a work in progress because, like I said, I'm not on there. And this does not exist. User share backgrounds Arco. I'll have to look for another folder for my wallpapers. Like this one, for example. Ta-da. And it's fun to theme things. Right, that one, sure, close. And there we go. Well, not yet, but you know the drill. You just go rise whatever you like to have as a desktop or tiling window manager. Enjoy the AKM and have fun. Cheers.